Prince Olawale Suleiman Ayinla, a perfect gentleman, symbol of integrity, visionary, resourceful, and people-friendly professional, experienced and versatile bilateral trade and investment relationship management expert, team player, and industry captain, is the founder and chief executive officer of Malaysia Traders Market Nigeria Limited, a world-class diversified bilateral trade and investment developments between Nigeria and Malaysia firm in Nigeria, and one of the most distinguished CEOs to look out for in 2026.
Malaysia Traders Market Nigeria Limited is a Malaysia-Nigerian bilateral business development platform. The initiative came from reviving the relationship between Malaysia and Nigeria that dates back to 1969, when Nigeria signed a bilateral relation with Malaysia. At the time of the then Prime Minister of Malaysia, Tunku Abdul Rahman, late, and late Sir Tafawa Balewa of Nigeria. And they were quite cordial. There was a future of business development, but at a certain time we saw that nothing much is happening in that direction, and I took the bull by the horn to rebuild this relationship, considering the fact that I have lived in Malaysia for about 2 decades, and I have a proper understanding of Asian business culture, and Nigeria, considering Nigeria being my home too. So I now look at, there are huge resources both ways. Nigeria have its own valuable resources. Malaysia have its own valuable resources that, if we bring together, can create a win-win business relation. So we now created this business plan to focus on trade, industry, tourism, and investment. We are promoting trade between Nigeria and Malaysia. We are promoting industrial development, especially our focus is industrialization of Nigeria, which we cannot do by ourselves alone without input of technology, technical support from foreign countries, and even financial in terms of investment on the other side too. So we put the industrial side, then the tourism too. The tourism areas is where we are looking into organizing a trade mission from both sides, from Malaysia to Nigeria, from Nigeria to Malaysia, to build cultural understanding between the two parties and to make us see on-site view of what is happening on both sides. We can't be talking about Nigeria when we don't invite people to really see how beautiful and resourceful our country is. And I cannot be telling you about Malaysia without you visiting Malaysia and seeing how resourceful their country too could be for us. So that's where we took in the tourism area, and the investment area is investment across both areas. There are a lot of prospective businesses in Malaysia that are very, very investment friendly for Nigerians, and in Nigeria too we have a lot of projects we're inviting Malaysians to invest on in our property development sector, engineering sector, ICT, and other things like that. So basically we are just here to bring the two sides together on a common ground to create a win-win environment for both. In this age, the major obstacle in trade development between these two regions, Asia and Africa, is especially trust, where people want to do business. But okay, the internet makes us accessible to a lot of things, but that lot of things too. The question is, how do we separate the chaff from the grain? Because there is a lot of things that are not real, while there is a lot of things that are real too. So without having a platform that can create that connection on both sides, it is not easy for you to know which company can I deal with in Malaysia precisely. And for the Malaysians too, which company do I deal with in Nigeria? So we stand here to create trust bridge, where if you are in Nigeria, you want to get anything from Malaysia or across Asia, and you are being skeptical on the right place to go, you can come to us. We will facilitate such for you. Even though it's a government project or anything, we can facilitate, and business areas we can facilitate too. When I look at the resources here and the potential opportunity in Nigeria, and I also look at our evaluation of the Nigerian economy drive towards the future, I was like, no, I don't have to leave this country. I have to be here. to get it right, to be part of. We cannot say the country is not moving forward when we are not supporting the development. So there are sacrifices that are meant to be made. So I took the challenge and we stood our ground. And the 2 years I thought took me 4 years plus to really have. That is why we were able to launch the platform finally this year, when the platform could be presented to MATRADE, the Malaysian External Trade Development Corporation, and to the Malaysian Embassy. And we had a green light to launch the platform that was chairman by His Excellency, Malaysian Ambassador to Nigeria, Ambassador Ayinla. And it was a successful launch with the cooperation and support of the Lagos Chamber of Commerce, whom the president of the Lagos State Chamber of Commerce, the vice president, and other important business sectors, the importers and exporters, were all present on the launch date. So it was a form of a grand launch and a business development summit at the same time. We are here today. We are comfortable with Nigeria. Malaysia is becoming more comfortable with Nigeria through this MTM platform, because they now have the confidence that they have somebody here that could speak for them and oversee whatever they want to do in this country and give them the right and proper advice and guide them. And at the same time, our Nigerian business people want to do business in Malaysia too. They have an open door. In anything you do in life, especially business, if you don't have that trust connecting bridge, it is difficult. So I think that is the most unique part of what we are doing, meaning that with MTM, you can be rest assured that you are where you can do business with peace of mind. If we tell you that this company is okay to work with in Nigeria, or this company is okay to work with in Malaysia, it means we are standing in between the two sides and we are giving you assurance. You will feel more comfortable to do business than when you are doing it without having somebody to stand in to say, there's no problem, do it. This is what is unique about us. We are here to create that peace of mind for business. Malaysians have been importing cocoa from Nigeria a lot. Yeah, they are one of the major buyer of our cocoa products. And they have also been supporting in our palm plantation development. Malaysian MADI, which is Malaysian Agricultural Research Development Institute, they are handling a number of projects in Nigeria on palm plantation development. You might understand that Malaysia is one of the major producers of palm products in the world. Malaysians are also engaged in construction projects too with Nigeria, which you must understand Malaysia as one of the best construction industry in the world with their CIDB, which is the consortium of their construction companies that focus on construction projects internationally. So they are looking out into viable construction projects in Nigeria too. We have a number of Malaysian construction companies who have told us that if we can secure government contracts or projects for them in Nigeria that are viable, they are willing to come. They are willing to finance it. So most of them have interest in doing business with Nigeria, but connecting to the right party. So they bring it to us and we look out for the right party in Nigeria to connect them with. And we also have Nigerians too doing things with Malaysia. As I speak, a lot of Nigerians are doing businesses with Malaysia in various sectors too. And they are doing very well. And we have our Nigerian community too there in Malaysia. A number of Nigerians are doing good businesses in Malaysia. They have companies. They partner with Malaysian people. So I think in terms of trade relation with Malaysia and Nigeria, it is going well, but we want it to be better. Our launch has actually announced our operation services in Nigeria in effect. That is what our launch is practically saying, that you can now approach the services we offer on this platform. Whether you need anything in Asia, in Malaysia or Asia, using Malaysia as hub for us, or whether you need anything from Malaysia in Nigeria or Africa, using Nigeria as a hub, we are here to help you facilitate that. We have been here for 5 years, developing this project, which I'm the founder and the project developer, and I'm also the CEO of this company. We are also launching our other subsidiary very soon, which is MTM Buy Now. MTM Buy Now is an hypermarket e-commerce system that we're going to use basically for trade. We have a mobile app for MTM Buy Now already in place, which you can find on Google Play Store. And we are developing the hypermarket system. So we intend to use this channel to do both import and export across both sides, to promote our products and resources on both sides. So, and bringing it to this stage has never been so easy. One thing we find very challenging in Nigeria for startup is that you don't get access to funding easily in Nigeria. And even though when you find the access to such funding, the interest rate is not friendly for a sincere business, I must confess. I'm coming from Malaysia, where you can get financial support for business development with a minimum interest rate to encourage and push you, and I hope we can emulate that in Nigeria. I understand our banking sector have their own troubles too, but what I cannot do is that I cannot approach loan that I will be taking a loan for 25% interest on a project that or a trade that we don't actually know what the outcome will be exactly. And when you look at all these interest rates, where the burden lies on the consumers at the end of the day. Because if I'm taking a 25%, I'm paying a 25% loan, interest rate on my trade loan, and I bring the product to Nigeria, that means plus my own profit, plus the interest rate I'm going to pay, I'm going to add it as all my costs incurred in business, right? So, and at the end of the day, who feels the burden? It is me and you, the ordinary people. So that has been very challenging for us. So whatever I have done to date is through using my own personal resources to build this project, and the support I have gotten from Malaysia External Trade Development Corporation, and at the same time the Malaysian Foreign Affairs, who supported us during our launch. They have been very supportive to us, and this plus what I've been able to put on the table has been our sustenance, and we thank God, at least today, after 5 years in Nigeria, we are not indebted to any bank or any institution in any way, and we have been living by cutting our coat according to our size. In the next few years, I hope I would have achieved my second part of my project development, which is an industrial development part of this project. Like I told you, our focus is in industrialization of Nigeria, and this is why we are really inviting the Malaysians to Nigeria to do trade, create value for them in our market that will lead to industrialization. Nigeria has consumer market, and a business is not profitable across the sea like on ground. So, but for somebody who will come down to do business in this country, they must have created that working relationship. There must have been the resourcefulness there that, oh, this country is promising, and this is exactly the first part. So our second part of our project development is what we call Asian Village Market, and industrial complex that we're looking into developing on the free trade zone of Nigeria under the African Continental Free Trade Agreement, to set up industries that we engage Nigerian youths and industrialize our resources in this country. We are focused on our projection. That's just what keeps us going. And the future is very promising. Yeah, when I see people running out of Nigeria, when I'm coming in, then I ask, where are you running to? Yeah, when I got to Malaysia, Malaysia was building. Today, Malaysia built in my presence right there. I saw it grow. And that is one of the things that motivate me in this country, because I see Nigeria going in that direction too. And if you're not here today, When do you want to be here? Is it tomorrow? So I would say what keeps us going is our focus, and the future of Nigeria keeps us going because we are very optimistic about the future of Nigeria. As difficult as it might be to a lot of people, because we believe that they can find greener pasture abroad, I would say Nigeria should be your focus to be part of the development of this country. There are resourceful opportunities in this country that are not taken yet. Our digital economy is huge. It is yet untapped. And that is very resourceful because that's the future. And this is our youth's area of projection, if they know. So what are you going to do abroad? You go to abroad, you want to go and serve them to do cleaner when you can develop yourself in Nigeria and pay them to work for you. I see Nigeria in some years to come as a place where a lot of foreigners will come to look for job. So if you go now, will you be coming back with them then to look for job when you should be creating the industry that will offer them job? So I think our youth should be more focused on developing the resources they have on hand rather than abandoning it for foreigners to come and take it. Well, I won't deem my country as the worst country in the world in terms of trust. Every country has its own challenges, like I always tell people. As a bilateral trade developer, whatever is here is there. We are all human. But we must be principled in what we are doing to be able to stand on our point. So, and another thing is that we must be selective in doing business, because it is not everybody is a business person, but it doesn't mean that it's everybody I want to partner with to do business. This is the area where we get problem. And the principle I'm talking about is not because you are offering me money, then I bring you on board of my project. Forgetting that you're bringing the money on board does not define the success of the project if you cannot be trusted. So I think I don't see anything too difficult to breach through. If I can come back home after so many years in diaspora to stay in this country and set up my structure without even being a billionaire or millionaire, but I live comfortably, I think we can all do it. We just have to create our own circle that has what we require, trust, especially in whatever we are doing. So I think Nigeria is not too difficult for that. There are a lot of good people in this country, very, very good people. There are a lot, and we have the other people too, and the same way everywhere in the world. Nigerian business environment is very prospective market for business development. We won't say there are no difficulties and obstacles, but what it takes to make it through here is being consistent with what you are doing, being focused, and trimming your budget to match your income at every given time in this society. Once you can manage that and you are well principled, I think it is not so difficult and as challenging as we think. Nigeria is a friendly market that needs understanding and consistency to achieve maximum results. My name is Prince Olawale Suleiman Ayinla. I'm the founder and CEO of Malaysia Traders Market, and I'm also the managing director of MTM Buy Now International Limited, a new subsidiary of Malaysia Traders Market Nigeria Limited.